Hello, welcome to the Great Hope channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Why the tortoise's shell is cracked. Introduction: A journey to the heart of ancient legends. Legends are windows to the imagination and wisdom of the past, and in the heart of each of them lies a secret to better understand the world. The story, Why the Tortoise's Shell is Cracked, is one of the most beautiful and meaningful mythologies of the Nigerian people on the African continent, where nature and life are intertwined with the magic of narratives. In simple and engaging language, this story takes us back in time to learn how our behaviors, from kindness to cunning, can leave a lasting mark on the face of the world and our own lives. Moving on, follow the tumultuous adventure of a turtle who wanted to reach the skies with his intelligence, but took a big lesson on Earth. Have you ever wondered why the squirrels are so obsessed with squirrels? It's like someone came with glue or something like that and connected the broken pieces of varnish together. Well, the answer can be found in one of the beautiful African legends and the large and populous country of Nigeria, where legends and mythology are an integral part of people's lives. In ancient times, there was a great famine on earth. It did not rain and the earth was thirsty and could not grow any plants and greenery to feed the animals and creatures on the earth. The plants became dry and leafless, rodents and birds could not find anything to eat, and other animals suffered from famine and starvation following them. Among all the small and large animals, the turtle could not find anything to eat and was always hungry. With its small hands and feet, it could not go fast and look for many places to prepare food, which made it impossible for even a little food, if any, and the poor turtle would go hungry for days. One day, as the turtle was looking for food, as usual, when he noticed that the birds were preparing for a big feast in the sky. It was as if the God of heaven had a heart for the hungry birds and asked them to fly to the sky to eat and fill their bellies and to participate in a great feast over the clouds. The turtle was very happy to hear this news and wanted to participate in this party and fill its stomach, which had not eaten for weeks. But if the turtle could not fly, then how could it go to the sky and above the clouds and participate in the feast of the God of the heavens? The turtle had short arms and legs, but instead it had a long, fat tongue, so it was able to convince the birds that he was a good companion for them with a greasy tongue, and they agreed to take the turtle with them. So each bird generously gave it a feather, and the turtle made 2 large and colorful wings for itself with the help of those feathers. The cold-blooded reptile, which had now become a bird and flew and was with the birds in the sky, had a wicked and cunning thought in his head. I have heard that according to a very old tradition, everyone should choose a new and special name for this feast, and there everyone is called by that name, and this is how the food is distributed, the turtle said to the birds. The naive birds each chose a name for themselves, and in the end, the turtle gave its name, All of You. When the food was brought to the heavens and the banquet of the God of the heavens, the turtle asked, "Whose food is this for?" And the host replied with a little hesitation, "That is clear, for all of you." The turtle smiled and said, "Well, that's for sure, that's my name," and then, like a hypocritical selfish creature who had achieved his goal, he ate all the delicious food, regardless of the kind-hearted birds he had come here with their sacrifices, while the hungry, angry, and remorseful birds watched the cunning turtle. But that wasn't the end of the story. The birds, who had complained about the turtle, all took back the feathers they had lent him. The turtle, which no longer had wings, suddenly realized that there was no way to return, so it went into deep thought to find a way to return to the earth, because its greasy tongue and throat were no longer responsive, and all the birds spread their wings to return to the earth, regardless of what he said. The turtle, in embarrassment and out of desperation, asked the parrot to convey a message to his wife and tell her to spread all the furniture and soft things in the house, such as blankets, mattresses, cloths, etc., on the floor of the yard so that she could land on them after falling from the sky. The parrot agreed to convey the message to the deceitful turtle's wife, but the parrot, who was still hungry and angry, went to the turtle's house after returning to the land and changed the message of the cunning creature and told the turtle's wife, "Gather all hard things, such as stones, axes, and any other hard metal object in the yard." The turtle, which had no choice but to do so, released itself from the clouds of the sky towards the ground in the hope of the parrot and its wife, and fell violently on the rocks contrary to its imagination and hope. By luck, he was saved from certain death, but his shell was ripped out of its place and turned into several small and large pieces. After that, a local magician burned his heart for the turtle and put the pieces together, but the turtle never became the same again, and since then, because of the reminder of the turtle's ugly and unpleasant work and the bad and unfortunate consequences of doing bad and undesirable things, the turtle of all the turtles remained irregular and cracked to serve as a lesson for those who think about things. Evil and cunning can achieve their goals. Status in Nigeria today. Today, this story has survived in Nigerian society in several ways. Education in schools. This story is an integral part of primary school textbooks in Nigeria to teach children concepts such as the consequences of greed and the importance of honesty. He doesn't want you to play the role of a turtle in the story, all of you. Cartoons and cartoons. Modern animated versions of this story are made for children, and even in some films in the Nigerian film industry, Nollywood, cunning characters are recreated inspired by the characteristics of this turtle. Moral summary of the story from the perspective of the Nigerian people. In Nigerian culture, the story is a warning: intelligence without morality eventually leads to fall. Although the turtle was the smartest of all, because it used its intelligence to keep others hungry, it ended up alone with a wounded and dismembered body.